Steve wakes up. He feels like a dumpster fire after a particularly rough Tuesday. His brain is soup. His soul is, well, it's not there. It left with the will to live somewhere around 3 a.m. Steve thinks, aha, coffee, my savior, my sweet, bitter nectar of productivity. Steve is an idiot. Your morning coffee isn't helping you, homie. It's a scam. It's a trick. It's the brain's equivalent of slapping a "Do Not Disturb" sign on a burning building and telling the fire department to chill. Let me explain why you're paying $8 for a grande cup of lies. See, your brain, bless its dumb little heart, runs on energy. When it burns that energy, it produces waste products. One of those waste products is a molecule called adenosine. Think of adenosine like the brain's tiny, annoying little postal worker. As the day goes on, more energy gets burned, more adenosine gets delivered. Each adenosine molecule is a little note that says, hey pal, you're getting tired. Maybe slow down. Maybe sleep? Our caveman ancestors understood this. Steve the caveman felt tired. Steve the caveman found a nice, safe rock and passed out. Because if Steve the caveman didn't sleep, Steve the caveman became dinner for something with bigger teeth and fewer existential crises. Simple biology. Evolution isn't a genius, but it's not a complete moron either. But modern Steve? Oh no. Modern Steve has emails. Modern Steve has a commute. Modern Steve has a crippling addiction to online video games. Modern Steve can't possibly listen to his brain's perfectly reasonable requests. Modern Steve says, shut up, brain, I have a meeting. And that's where coffee swoops in, like a shady character in a trench coat, whispering promises. Caffeine? It's basically a master key that fits the adenosine locks on your brain cells. But here's the kicker. It doesn't turn the lock. It just jams the damn thing. It sits there, blocking the real adenosine from getting in. So your brain, thinking it's all clear, suddenly goes, wait, I'm not getting any tired messages. Guess I'm not tired. Full steam ahead. Let's go. It's the brain's equivalent of unplugging the fire alarm and thinking the fire went out. It's not fixing the problem. It's actively ignoring the problem. It's a biological lie, a metabolic misdirection, and you pay for it every single day. Meanwhile, that adenosine, it's still floating around. It's building up. It's like a massive crowd of postal workers outside the brain's locked doors, getting angrier and angrier. Let us in. We have important messages. Sleep. And your brain, it's not stupid forever. It catches on. It starts thinking, I'm not getting enough tired signals. Maybe I should build more adenosine receptors, just in case. So it does. It proliferates those little locks. It's adapting. It's preparing for war. This, my friends, is called tolerance. Now, one morning, Steve wakes up and, oh no, he's out of coffee. Panic. His hands shake. His head throbs. He can't focus. He's suddenly the grumpiest human being on the planet. His entire body is screaming. That, my friends, is withdrawal. All those extra adenosine receptors the brain built, they're suddenly wide open. And that massive, angry crowd of adenosine molecules that's been building up for hours, or even days, they all come flooding in. Every single "you're tired" message hits your brain at once, like a tidal wave of biological doom. That headache, that brain fog, that inexplicable rage at the existence of sunlight, that's your brain finally getting all the messages it ignored. It's the universe reminding you that you can't outsmart biology with a fancy espresso machine. And let's not even get started on the hormonal chaos. Cortisol, your stress hormone, it naturally spikes in the morning to get you going. Perfect. But then you slam it with caffeine, which also spikes cortisol. So now your morning stress levels are doing the Macarena with a meth addiction. It's an unholy trinity. Caffeine, cortisol, and your crippling sleep debt, all high-fiving each other as they push you closer to an early grave. You're not actually feeling more awake. You're just in a chemically induced state of ignoring how exhausted you really are. You're running on borrowed time, on credit you can't pay back, all while your brain is secretly filing for divorce and taking the kids. So, the next time Steve thinks his morning latte is making him productive, remember, Steve is a fool. He's just paying good money to pretend he's not tired. And the only thing he's successfully doing is digging a deeper sleep debt hole, which he'll then try to fill with more coffee. It's a pyramid scheme, but the only one getting rich is the barista. The solution? Don't drink coffee, peasant. Or, just accept that you're a tired, caffeinated hamster on a wheel that's going nowhere fast. Your choice. Anyway, bye.